Lake Mead is not just losing water. It is losing an economy. It generates $479 million in annual recreation value, the basin's premier recreation asset. Boulder City, Henderson, and Meadview bet budgets on it. None planned for water leaving, destroying tax bases and property values. The paradox: when the shoreline moves, jobs, homes, credit cards, budgets, and bonds move too. Visitors spent $292 to $373 million in gateway communities. In 2018, spending hit $336 million, supporting 3,990 jobs and $397 million output, mostly in southern Nevada. A 2-foot drop exposes 60 feet of shoreline. Park Service spent $50 million over 2 decades, and each 20-foot drop costs $5 to $6 million. From 2002 to 12, $36 million went to infrastructure, plus $1.5 million in 2015 to extend 5 ramps and dredge a channel. Under the November 23 plan, targeting 950 feet, Hemingway Harbor is adding 200 feet of concrete to push launch limits to 1020, while access is restricted to 1 or 2 lanes for boats under 29 feet. Low water closed Overton Beach's marina by 2007, and in 2008, residents had 30 days to evacuate. Traffic shifted to Echo Bay Marina as water retreated over a mile. Forever Resorts spent millions moving infrastructure and anchors, but the motel closed by 2010, and in 2013, the operator walked away. NPS prospectuses drew 0 bids for the 54-room hotel and 365-slip marina. Government spent $21.96 million demolishing 72,000 square feet of ruins, while deferred maintenance exceeds $618 million. Overton's population fell 13.9%. Ace Hardware liquidated marine stock and pivoted to trout gear. The Lost City Museum operates 32 hours, and Logandale Trails faces vehicle restrictions. The basin spans 250,000 square miles, serving 40 million people across 7 states, 30 tribes, and Mexico. Impounded under 1902 Act, Mead covered 1.5 million acres by 1964. At its July 1983 peak of 1,225 feet, it was 532 feet deep, with 10 ramps and 6 marinas. In 2000, a 1,200-year megadrought began. Warming stripped 40 trillion liters between 2000 and 21, equal to Mead's capacity. Mead and Powell lost 33.5 million acre-feet. In 22, Mead fell below 1045. January 26 projections of 1055.88 feet sit 20 feet below the Tier 1 trigger, cutting Nevada's allocation by 21,000 acre-feet, or 7%. Nevada relies on the river for 90%. Founded in 1931, Boulder City has a population of 15,202. Growth controls cap housing at 120 units annually, pushing median homes to $435,000 to $519,000, even as views overlook dry lakebed. By spring 26, median prices fell 0.9 to 2.9% year over year. Days on market rose from 40 to 46 in 25 to 53 to 85 in 26, with sales 2.4 to 3% below asking. Assessed values rose from $953.6 million in fiscal 23 to $1.01 billion in fiscal 24, masking a lag that compresses debt margins. Sales taxes represent 36.6% of revenue, with the city retaining 43 cents. Fiscal 25 projections of $180.2 million are flattening. Visitation is down double digits. A $30 million rec center replacement is stalled, and 29% of residents are over 65. Meadview shows the same pressure in a smaller place. The Arizona community has a population of 1,716, a 65.1 median age, 33% poverty, 22% unemployment, and $65,836 homes. Survival hinges on the South Cove ramp. The paved ramp is stranded, so the NPS graded a half-mile road. Omitted from the 2019 plan, residents revolted. Alternative access is Temple Bar, 90 miles away. Nevada has 16.3%, ranks 9th for auto defaults at 6.2%, 19th for student loans at 8.4%, and 3rd in total debt burden. Leisure and hospitality accounts for 360,000 jobs, or 22.6% of payroll. As visits drop, staff lose hours and use credit cards. Funding is the main challenge for 70% of startups and 47% of existing firms. 35% struggle with inflation, and 32% were denied financing. SBA backed 5,200 loans totaling $2.5 billion. But dry marinas have zero collateral. In early 25, Nevada saw 198 bankruptcies. UNLV's confidence index fell to 62.7 in second quarter 26, with 33.3% of firms planning layoffs. Visitor volume fell 7.5% in 25 to 38.5 million. Occupancy fell to 80.3%. ADR fell 5% to 183, and RevPAR fell 8.8% to 147. Lodging taxes fund schools. Henderson charges 13%, Boulder City 7 to 9, and in fiscal 24, $382 million went to education. Clark County sales tax rose 68% since 2016, but 17% inflation masks a shrinking visitor pool. Federal cuts in early 25 laid off 13 staff, including the ecologist monitoring toxic algae, and the amoeba that killed a swimmer in 22. During the 2007-9 Lake Lanier drought, marina earnings fell 11.6%. Registrations fell 61.7%, visits fell 11%, and overnights fell 13%. Thurmond Reservoir lost $18.8 million in output and 23 jobs. At Lake Koshkonong, waterfront homes appreciated $20,000 less each, losing $8.3 million, while off-lake homes lost $32.6 million, totaling $40 million in lost value and $1 million in tax losses. Great Salt Lake's decline threatens a mineral industry producing $810 million direct and $1.3 billion total output, while toxic dust storms cost $8.3 to $28 million. Western hydropower losses cost $28 billion from 2003 to 2020. Generation fell 11% in the 22 to 23 water year, with Washington State absorbing a 23% drop, forcing municipalities to buy spot power and raise rates. S&P downgraded Corpus Christi utility ratings 2 notches to A, and Fitch revised its outlook on $1.19 billion in utility bonds to negative. Rated water utility debt rose 84% from 2007 to 16. As bond markets price environmental risk, water retreats, businesses default, and local economies lose their foundation.